G'day, how's it going? It's Sass here. Let's check out what's making news. There's been lots of talk lately about net zero. Here's Aiden to explain what it is and what's been going on.
In a nutshell, net zero is a plan to slow down the impact of climate change by reducing emissions and absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to make the total sum of our greenhouse gas emissions zero.
Until recently, all of Australia's main political parties agreed net zero by the year 2050 was the way to go.
But earlier this month, the National Party ditched the policy. And now, the Liberal Party, who together with the Nationals make up the coalition, have scrapped it too.
A lot of people reckon this is a pretty big deal because the coalition backed the target when they were last in government. But now, some reckon they're going in the wrong direction.
You're going to be very alone in the community.
They fundamentally do not believe in the science.
Scientists reckon to actually achieve the net zero target, Australia has to either put the brakes on fossil fuels like coal and gas, try to soak up carbon dioxide by doing things like planting heaps more trees, or a mix of both. The Liberal Party says they're still serious about lowering emissions, though they reckon having cheaper, more reliable energy is more important than meeting the net zero target.
Australians deserve affordable energy.
While the exact details of the coalition's new policy are still being worked out, this issue has split the two biggest players in Parliament on an issue that's pretty important to a lot of people.
Australia's first ever treaty with Aboriginal people has officially been signed into law in Victoria. The treaty will see a new independent body set up called Gulling Wall, where Indigenous people will be consulted on the policies that affect them. It's been applauded by many, including the United Nations Human Rights Chief.
When we choose truth instead of silence and unity instead of division, we create change that lasts, and together we make history.
Hundreds of bagpipe players in Melbourne have made history, claiming the world record for the biggest ever bagpipe ensemble, with an AC/DC twist. Here's to Tender.
So you see, almost 50 years ago, AC/DC filmed this famous music video on the streets of Melbourne. And now the pipes have made a return. Back to where it all began.
I love the pipes and we needed as many people as we could to play, so I thought I'd play.
Dubbed the Great Melbourne Bagpipe Bash, 374 bagpipers played AC/DC's iconic tune together and claimed a new world record for the largest ever piper ensemble. Among them were some younger players.
I'm stoked. I'm super excited.
And some older ones as well.
I'm just sort of thinking this would be a bit of fun toward the end of my career. Go out with a bang.
Even some of the original pipers in the AC/DC video joined in on the fun.
Piping is really a dying art. This event should be used as a great motivation to get more people to play bagpipes.
So with a world record under their belts, I guess you could say these pipers aren't that far from the top.
Now it's time for some stories that are quite intriguing. First up, to a magnificent light show in the night sky above parts of the country last night. This phenomenon is known as the Aurora Australis, or the Southern Lights. It was caused by a severe geomagnetic storm. And don't worry if you missed out, because the Bureau of Meteorology says there's a chance it will be visible again this evening. Now over to the US Mint in Philadelphia, which is producing its final batch of pennies. Pennies in the US are only worth 1 cent, but actually cost more than that to make, about 4 cents per coin. That, along with the fact that they aren't really used all that much nowadays, has prompted US President Donald Trump to say no more to the coins, and this is the last lot of them that'll be made. Finally, you might have heard of drop bears before. Don't worry, they're not real. But what about drop crocs? Well, some Aussie scientists reckon they found evidence of crocs that hunted their prey by dropping down from trees. But fear not, these guys are thought to have existed 55 million years ago.
In those times, you didn't have to worry about what was in the water. You had to worry about what was behind you, or even more weirdly, what was sitting in the tree over you, ready to drop on you.
Okay, well, that's all we have time for today, but we'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye.